Hello my friends, as promised, here's a short video showing you the inside of this and what it looks like. Now, the only thing that's going to be different is the wiring as far as the endpoints. So I just want to show you what I did and give you a few pointers. So I know this looks a little complicated, but it really isn't. You just got to start with one wire at a time. And I basically started with this one right here. I glued that one in and tested it, of course. Lots of testing. You want to test these wires as you go all the time. And so I glued that in. Then I glued, what I ended up doing was I glued this part in. Now, little trick here for you. If you glue this part in like as is, this plate here will tend to kind of move back and forth as it's gluing, and it'll potentially be misaligned when you try to connect them together. So what you want to do is you want to just place glue here on this area, and then and I'm using this particular cement glue, Testors liquid cement for plastic. So you want to just put the glue on one side and then just kind of put them together so that, you know, it all aligns. And when you do that, tape it here and let it dry on one side as you're, you know, as it's taped together. And then pull it apart once it's dry. And I did this piece, same kind of method. I put the glue at the bottom, put them together, taped it up. So I know that this side here is aligned with this area. And that is important only because these plates, when you do it that way, it tends to kind of move. And then that gives me the opportunity to put in this clear piece here and, you know, align it with that. And then I used some of this quick drying index cure glue here. I used some of this stuff, and I glued the little LED to the plastic piece. Now for the plastic piece, I used the canopy glue to put the plastic piece onto the plastic. The clear piece onto the plastic. And then of course I used this Instacure to connect the LED to that. And all the way, I'm definitely testing everything. I'm always testing. So this is a blue LED and this is a white LED. And then of course you've got your strip of white LEDs this way. And then I ended up putting the plastic piece into the little groove there. I glued that with canopy glue, let it sit for a little bit, and then I used Instaglue to glue the little blinky light, which is going to blink onto the plastic piece there, okay? That's kind of the way that works. And then once all the lights were set in place, I started just using my Instacure with InstaSet, and I just started strategically, there's no pattern to this. I just laid down the lining here and glued all this together, all the wires down, just to kind of make it pretty neat and clean and bring them out through this hole here, okay? And by the way, of course, I ended up soldering the ends together and then using shrink wrap on the soldered pieces there. And did the same thing over here to kind of lengthen these to come out, because ultimately what I'm going to do is put all the red wires together to form one wire, one red power line, and all the black wires to negative power, negative line, or put those together. The only one that I need to leave alone is this blinking, flashing light that's at the very end. So I made sure to mark this one to leave that by itself, because that's going to go on to the wire that connects to the control board in the saucer section. On this side, same kind of thing. I started over here. I put a light that's going to come out here. I put a little LED here, LED there. Went ahead, like I said, I put this wire of two little choo-choo train LEDs through here that'll light up this area here. Okay, so let's kind of show you step by step what that looks like. Now this one's going to be easy because with this side, I already connected everything to one set of wires here, so it's all connected together. By the way, just to let you know, what I ended up doing is this particular red wire and this particular black wire, they are both connected to these LEDs that come out the fin here. And they were so long, I didn't want to cut. So what I ended up doing is I took a little torch that I have, and I torched a little area there, about yay big, and then I removed the plastic off of it. And then all I did was I ended up, getting these wires from here, which ended about right here, that's where they end, and I wrapped them up into the little exposed area. And then I used some of this liquid tape to kind of, after soldering the area, I used the liquid tape to cover them up again. Very important that you cover up your areas with either liquid tape after soldering or your shrink wrap after soldering, because you don't want to close this up and then you have exposed wire that's touching inside when you move the ship, and the lighting stops working on you. So very important to do that. So I plan to do this kind of setup on this side, although most of the wiring is almost at this level, this length here. A lot of it is wired together here. Like for example, you've got this wire coming off of this right here that was soldered and taped, and placed together. So, but there's others that are still exposed. So we're gonna get all this together into one long red wire, power wire here. So let's go ahead and show you this side as far as the lighting setup so that you can see it in action. And then we will end the video here. All right, let's see. Sorry for the bright light, but there you go. You've got these two working. You've got a light that's going in through there, and on this side, this is kind of what it looks like. Let me turn this off. So you've got your top light here, your light coming out right there, and then at the fin, you've got your light that's shining onto this area, and then of course you've got your lighting in the back here that's going to be pretty good. All right, and let me turn this back on, turn this off. One more thing to mention before we end this segment. In the very back here, FYI, here's this piece here that is the photo etch piece that goes in the back. Very tricky to put on. I had to put this on along with this fin together into the area, just because you can't really slide it in from the top once this fin is on. So I should have probably done these pieces first before putting this fin on. So if you're building this, I recommend, putting these two pieces, like putting this piece on first, then this piece on, and then finally this fin. I got a little overexcited about the wiring, and I was working on the wiring, and so I did this fin first. All right. Okay, my friends, thank you so much again for joining in, and I'm going to go ahead and end this video and appreciate you watching. We'll see you soon.